big shout out to Dame Pesos for having the fortitude and wherewithal to sit through the Young Turks content. Something that I don't have, okay? Because the Young Turks lack this little thing that I need called credibility, all right? They've been wrong time after time after time. It's amazing that their viewership doesn't resemble mine at this point, but either ways, the RNC took place recently, and I didn't cover it because, blue team is the chaos team, red team is the order team, and I believe in the balance, but order, you're boring. You're super boring. So I didn't really go over it at all. So we get to kill like 8 birds with 1 stone in this one video. So with that being said, Dame, take her away.
We're going to have to lean in to listen to sleepy Ben Carson. So first of all, Ben Carson spoke. I could barely hear him. He mentioned the usual stuff about, oh my God, you have no idea how much Donald Trump cares about black people and how wonderful and kind he is.
And he's not agreeing with me, so, screw it. Well, first and foremost, like I said, that's part of the reason why I didn't watch, because it was going to be boring. Yeah, Ben Carson's boring, but he also seems like a good man. And if you are super into, the Republican Party and conservatism and all that other stuff, yeah, it's going to be interesting to you. But if you are as far off your rocker as Cenk Uygur has become over the past 4, he was probably always this way, but particularly over the past 4 years with the TDS, man, it's been really, really bad.
Okay. Here we go again. Okay. They found every African American.
It's ridiculous. It's they talk about identity politics on the left. They talk about identity.
But here's, okay, all right, I believe her name is Emma something, I'm not sure, Strokes, definitely, but once again, she's already opened her mouth, so that's why I'm no pull out. But either ways, yeah, people, that's the thing about freedom, right? That's the thing about freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of expression, is that, regardless of what you look like, you can hold whatever ideas or positions that you want. But yeah, the TYT, and this whole like super left, communist, Marxist ideology is just, it has no capacity to recognize that.
Do it too. The left does it too. Democrats do it too.
They're calling Biden a socialist. Every speaker is calling Biden a socialist. I'm not going to listen to any more people. We don't need this speech. They're all the same thing. Donald Trump is so empathetic. Oh my God, he loves black people so much. And by the way, Donald Trump did increase funding to historically black colleges and universities.
Yeah, he did. We actually covered that on the channel. It was good on him. Like, it was probably under one of the most racist, worst racist ever videos where, he does good. Like, he's never come across, particularly since taking the reins of president, he's come across as pretty chill guy, who's willing to take his time and actually think through things. But if you are just on a steady fixed diet of the Young Turks, that's not how you're seeing it. Or if you're just completely purchased into the the Marxist BLM Antifa mindset.
And so I always give credit where credit is due. He has never once talked about it publicly. He's never emphasized it, never gone on a Twitter storm about it. We never heard about it until the convention. All of a sudden they need black votes. They throw up 28 black speakers, like literally more black people than they have in their own party. They bring in a couple of Democrats as well. And they're like, oh my God, do you know about historically black colleges?
This is a kind of a racist rant here, Cenk. It's a pretty racist rant. They brought all their Negroes to what's name, but you do the exact same thing. And once again, he didn't brag about it, but everybody, that's kind of the point. Like, he hasn't been humble bragging about it. Just it gives them the space to say their piece, and as to why they don't believe he's the most racist person to ever live in the White House, and I agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly.
Universities and how much Donald Trump. Oh, shut up! Trump he probably didn't even know he did it.
But there were also white people speaking at the Republican convention. So Cenk Uygur did comment and gave his thoughts about the content of some of the speeches.
So, Franklin Graham, first of all, he sounds like a Muslim. We have total dependence on you, oh Lord. I wouldn't go with total. I'd leave a little bit to the scientists and the doctors. I'm keeping it real. Democrats be like, no, don't say that. We'll lose the religious vote. All right, anyway.
And that's why he got only 5% of the vote when he ran for office.
Yeah, only 5%. And that's the thing. When you're dealing with the feminine, which the blue team or chaos team really is at this point, it's just a whole lot of circular feminine logic. You know, they are quick, like no matter what it is you say, no matter what position you hold, they'll find a way to twist it on you. And yeah, I mean, I actually won my race, so it is what it is. But yeah, Jank only got like 5%. 5% of the vote, and they talk all that big smack, and the deal, and there's such a big difference once again, and I've said this in many videos before, there's a big difference between internet clout and what goes down at the ballot box. And a big part of it's a big part of the reason, particularly with the fraud video that I recently did, where we have a guy saying, hey, in New Jersey there's not a race I haven't worked on. This has been going on for generations and decades. And so when you present somebody such as, what's her name, Kimberly Click Clack, that video got ratioed to hell. But no one's telling me I'm wrong. Everybody's just like, oh, no. She's so perfect. She's an angel. Like, okay, bet. But all the internet stuff doesn't particularly equate to what's popping at what's going to get people to pull that level for you at the ballot. If you're not dealing with an insanely rigged election off top. Just a little nugget for you guys.
He said, we thank you for Donald Trump. Man, that is a wicked Lord. Okay, that's not the Lord I pray to. But, well, I don't pray.
Yeah, I was about to say there, Jank, aren't you an atheist? So, I mean, why? Like, there's a lot of people who scream about atheism, but then kind of like fall into a belief structure, like I think in a Freudian type way, you know?
Hey, Lord, let's keep it real. And he sounded Muslim because he's like, your will is the only thing that could be done. Us humans, we're nothing. I mean, that's how a lot of imams are in Islam.
Sounds like Trump wants to implement Sharia law, which is, by the way, redundant because Sharia, I believe, means law. So Sharia.
Get a load of this new shirt we got. Person, woman, man.
What?
Yeah, good question. This is their merch? Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that's hilarious. And then she's like, oh, it sounds like Trump wants to institute Sharia law. Sweetheart, he's had the opportunity to do so for the past like 5 months and hasn't pulled the trigger on it. He's done, actually he's played it perfectly when it comes to what's taking place all throughout these states, because you know there are levels to this, and that's something that I've gone into on this channel various times. And once again here, you know, you got your local, municipal / county governments, you got your state governments, and you got your federal governments. And in the federal government position where, you know, you kind of want to see the states work it out for themselves. I mean, Donald Trump's been on point with that.
He couldn't call it a man. He hesitated. Oh, is it a man? Man.
He said...
Yo, I swear, Dominic got the best laugh ever, bro.
Now the squad and these radical socialists are trying to take away your God-given rights. Really? Name one. Name one. Take the guns away! Fuck the NRA! Let's listen to more lies from Dan Scavino, by the way, who used to be Donald Trump's caddy. That's how he got the job.
Look at his face. It's fucking terrifying. Please, I'll vote for Trump. Please, don't kill me. No.
Oh wait.
Damn it, Dame. Dana White, yeah, you know Jank is feeling some kind of way about what Dana White went up there and said.
There's Dana White, UFC. So speaking of sports, you want to hear him talking?
Yo, better kick some ass with Donald Trump. Let's listen.
Let's not. Instead, let's listen to one of my people, a fellow taco.
Buenas tardes. I'm a proud American and proud descendant of the warrior ancestors.
Yeah. They had to reach deep and far to find a Latino Republican, and I'm it. Utah dog catcher assistant. I'm here for you.
And you know what? I think we're good here. I think this is a great place to wind it on down, because when you come from that ideological, quote unquote, intersectional Marxist communist type position, you're going to, it's all about, oh well, they just found the closest, whatever, insert arbitrary factor about a person, and really not pay attention to anything that they have to say. And it sucks. It does, because what you do when you do that is you deny yourself the opportunity to actually learn and understand more about where they're coming from. Now, once again, I said that I didn't watch the RNC because it'd be boring, and it really does seem to be boring. But once again, I respect the balance that needs to come between the chaos and the order. So whereas I'll sit there and call it boring, I'll simply not watch and not participate, as opposed to, do an entire stream about how boring it is. It's like, you're going to end up being redundant. One of the reasons why this video is coming to an end. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like this, also like this, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day? Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from the Teespring and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, you have no credibility. Like, it kind of blows my mind, right? Like they still maintain audiences without credibility, and in many cases, likability, right? But you may disagree, and that's what my comment section's for. Until the next one.